Hello everyone, to get things started, this video is not to prove that I'm innocent. I am highly aware of what I've done, and I will take full responsibility of my actions. I recommend you guys to watch the Oopsie video since I got interviewed there through chat. They show many perspectives of this issue, including the people who are involved. As for this video, I will be explaining things from my side, since the exposed video mainly showed the perspective of the other. So this is basically my official response. There are things that I will be speaking about, so please consider listening to my side. So reaction. Referring to the day the exposed video was uploaded, of course I started panicking and tried to explain myself through community tabs. Though I may have caused more misunderstandings and ultimately fail to convey the message I wanted to give. I deleted these explanations about the exposed video and simply left a very straightforward response, which is still up until now. To combat against the opinions or comments related to the event, I deleted all of my community posts, disabled comments in my video, and deactivated most of my social accounts. So everything will be stored in that one straightforward response in my community tabs. It's the only way to comment. Then I decided before I say anything, I have to calm myself down, hence why I made this video exactly a month after the exposed video. After panicking for a while, I was able to connect with some people and apologize to the victim herself. Luckily, she responded. She said that I won't be able to redeem myself, but she also said that I deserve a second chance and that I have to learn from the mistakes that I have done. I would like to apologize to all of my friends, gachatubers, YouTubers, subscribers, fans, and to the people I connected with that helped me grow my channel. I'm very sorry for the intolerable and outright wrong actions that I have done. I know, and I'm sure most of you are torn about the truth of the things that I did behind everyone's back. I don't expect you guys to forgive me. With whatever decision you want to do with me, I'll respect that. May it be cutting ties with me, blocking, and etc. I won't stop you people in doing so. Again, this is not to prove that I am innocent. I just want everyone to see from my perspective and intentions. So let's start from the beginning. I actually met this person through a Discord stream around July of 2019. But those moments are done through calls, so I don't have evidence for that. I can only show our direct messages in Discord since that's the closest thing I can get from the beginning. Yes, there really was an intent to get closer to other people who has the same interests as me in YouTube. Since I want to tag along with someone as my channel grows, it's not a need, but it's good to have company. So the friendship grew from there until... Yes, she confessed to me through call. The only evidence I could find that's at least related to this is the date, February 25, 2020. So what happened in that call is that she confessed. She said she loves me. I replied to this with, I love you too, but you're too young. I've mentioned this over and over in that same session to the point it got awkward. This is also evident in the shown evidence and the fact that I was also facing my own problems as well. I'm sure she was sad about that fact, but she respected that time. In between these events, I can say we got closer, but it wasn't really that bad. June 13, 2020, my birthday. On that day, I was very busy all morning until night came. As I recalled, she offered to give me those explicit images. In my perspective, it really gave me so much mixed feelings since this person made so much gifts, helped me out, and such. I did not really think it through, so I just accepted it. But then I slowly got interested about this. Over time, then I started to like it. Back in August 3, 2020, I made a video where I revealed a few of my personal information. Of course, I hid that video since the victim wants to be anonymous. For those who can remember, or know who the victim is, please keep it for yourselves. In a certain part of the video, I officially friend-zoned the victim. Everyone close knew about this. She reacted very negatively about this event. Since that's done for, I thought that it should settle our relationship as friends, at the same time stop everything that's overly intimate between me and the victim. I had a fling with someone that time, but this is one of those times that it got very toxic. This is actually mentioned in the Oopsie video, though I will be using her anonymous name. So I had a short fling with quote-unquote Eliza. I'll refer to her as that, but the victim didn't react to this happily. I'll be showing a screenshot of how the victim treated Eliza. I have permission from Eliza to show this information of how she acted. There were a lot of fights that happened between me and the victim during those events, but sadly, it ended with me letting go of Eliza, because I feel like I'm just using her to move on or move away from the victim. And life goes on after that. Moving on, this is during or around the time that this is referred in the exposed video. There's a point where she mentioned these. This is really one of the biggest mistakes I've done, because I agreed to continue. I guess I was swayed of how deep our relationship was, so I ended up going for it. It didn't really end well for us since this became into a very toxic relationship. That includes the screenshot of me doing something explicit in the exposed video. So, at one point, she told me that someone confessed to her, but she was very doubtful about it. Thinking that this would help her, lustful me got jealous, but I was able to support them directly and mostly indirectly through shipping them. During these times with the victim, we fought, made up, and this loops over and over. And again, these are the times I was doing something explicit with her. Before that, I would like to show you guys our conversations and who usually initiate a conversation starting from August. This will be discussed later. I can actually show you guys our entire conversation from January 1 to 2021. To make it easier for me and you, there's a plugin for my Discord that allows me to change their display name, just like a server nickname. I will be highlighting these texts as I scroll down to show that none of these are altered through editing. Some of the conversation here is very familiar in the Oopsie video. This is the point where a lot of things just stop. It was during New Year's. She decided to hang out with me as I watched anime. During this, I thought that things should really change once the year ends, and it did. I avoided chatting her, which is why I barely reply. Some people claim that she's traumatized, but in my perspective, she's literally open to chat me during these times, which contradicts a lot in my point of view. That includes all the screenshots I showed that started from August. And so it ended on January 21. She, I think, unfriended me or blocked me in Discord. So what was I doing since January to February? I was busy making my Discord server active by going live almost daily. I'm sure the members of my server can prove that, but that's not the focus of this video. So, before the day the exposed video was uploaded, I was just playing games with the members in the server, and that all ended after this event. That's the end of my perspective. It then reflects my reaction in this timestamp. Other than the times I rejected her advances, since we mostly do daily calls, I did manage to get very old messages of me saying I'm way older and moments where I wanted to avoid her. October 27, I actually wanted to avoid her. The same goes around December 16. Don't misunderstand why I said I'm in a good mood. What I meant by that is the fact that I replied to her message. Anyway, if you think about it, considering that I wanted to avoid her, and considering that I shared about avoiding her since January 1, why would she keep on trying to stay in contact with me? I know I also have a mistake here since I clearly did not mention about a problem or things I've had to deal with. My mind was simply a mess during those times until I just completely avoided her back on January 1. So, question, why didn't you block her? She was my friend. I genuinely was close with her and wanted to talk to her, keep the friendship and closeness we had alive, even when it became toxic and strenuous. I simply care. She's also a mess like I am. If I just blocked her on the spot, I'm aware that she would start questioning that, or she may be devastated if I did. Another thing is that I'm afraid that she's going to do something to me, because I know about her history. This isn't the first time she exposed someone. Before, it wasn't that bad since it was somewhat of a minor problem, and it didn't really continue. But, so I thought if she does the same thing to me, I was sure she's going to make everyone go against me. I know it sounds bad, but fear can control your thoughts. I should have blocked her from the beginning, but I didn't. I admit. That was one of the worst decisions that I have ever made. I've already talked to my parents about this. They told me that this is supposed to be a personal problem. This should have been settled privately without involving the entire gacha community as a whole. The only things that they have achieved from this is damaging the community itself. If you look at my videos, they do not show anything that relates to the situation whatsoever. So as for those who expose and accuse me, why did you do it when this could have been settled privately and without chaos? I appreciate the support people are giving me, but I'm sorry everyone. I'm in the wrong in this one as well. To those who made videos supporting me, please don't hate on them. They may not know how serious the situation is being shown. As for some gacha tubers who continue to support, understand, and cared for me, thank you for being there for me. I don't want you guys to be part of this, so please keep your distance. For those who have contacts with me, I will make this clear. They do not condone what I have done. They only remain in contact for the sake of my mental health and the things we've been through together. But I repeat, they do not condone what I have done. In fact, they keep on reminding me the mistakes that I have done and for me to take responsibility of my actions. There's multiple rumors I want to point out, which is very dark. People keep saying I committed quote-unquote self-death or self-kill because of how everything turned out for me. This includes the death threats, I guess. But no, that's not something I will ever do. I'd rather face my punishment. As for the death threats, I never seen them. We also have LenTotally's posers in Discord. I will make this clear. I will show my past profile photos and my current one that I will not change in the future. For you to check if it's actually me, you get this tag. It should show a YouTube link in my profile that links you to my channel. I think the numbers of the tag will change because of the nitro expiring, so I will add my user ID as well, just in case. This is not only limited to Discord, but to any social media as well. I will repeat, I closed all of my social media accounts. The only way for you to contact me now is through my email or this channel's community tabs. Another rumor that I want to point out is the speculation of my identity. This is not something you guys should find since it's irrelevant and it's invasion of privacy. This also relates to the people being attacked, like the person with the username qq.l3n in Instagram. Also to people who claim that my name is Alan Cruz. That is definitely not my real name. The closest thing you guys will ever get is the fact that my name is Alan and the screenshot from the Oopsie video that shows me playing guitar. What now? I guess I'm gonna face my punishment. I'm not sure about my channel, don't get me wrong. These works I made, that's a product of my passion. You can clearly see how I improve over time. I really love doing this work. But for now, I'll be resting away from that until this all cools down, I guess. If one of my punishment is to quit this channel, I'll gladly do so. That also includes all of my social medias. So again, I'll take full responsibility. I will learn from this mistake. This may be the last you will see Len Totally. Goodbye.